So let's look at culture and its impact on retention. Now, this is a massive area and there's definitely lots you could do here. But a common problem is that actually as a startup, that culture that you've owned and held really tightly as a leader of the business or as part of the top team is in real danger of diluting as you grow and as you scale up, where actually there's others now that hold responsibility for articulating the culture and the story of the business, whether that's at interview, induction, or in terms of how they lead and manage people within the team. So you need to be really conscious around what you can do to avoid that dilution and the impact that can have on making bad hires or potentially people leaving because you're not actually demonstrating the culture that you expected you were and that you actually were when you were a startup. So a solution here, like I said, there's lots of different options available to you, and you really need to think about what is it that can make the most impact on the retention, the challenges and the opportunities that you specifically face. One idea is to create team charters. So this is something that will, whether it's across your functional teams or across your leadership team or across your entire organisation, be a really powerful way to help demonstrate and articulate what the behaviours are that you look for in the business and that the team are actually engaged in. What are the behaviours, the expectations, the standards that run throughout the business or throughout the team? What's really important here is that I don't believe this should be a one-off exercise. So don't assume because you created team charters 3 years ago and they're written on the wall that it's actually going to reflect reality. So make sure you use it, whether that's on your first day induction or even before that as part of the hiring process, to make sure you've got that alignment and the right fit before you make a bad hiring decision. Make sure you revisit them. So use them in team meetings. Use the language when you're recognising and rewarding people. Make sure that if you actually see that disparity between the team charter and what you see in reality, that you revisit it and go through the whole exercise again. There's some great examples of high-performing teams from the world of sport that use team charters to great effect. So whether that's Team Sky, the British cycling team, or the All Blacks from the world of rugby, they use team charters to set really clear standards on the behaviours and the expectations of people that come into the team. What's really useful here is that they use it to make sure they don't bring the wrong people into the team. And that's crucial from a retention point of view to make sure you're not making bad hiring decisions and the impact that would have negatively on your retention longer term. My final bit of advice here is really to say that culture is such a big piece that there will be a number of different things you can look at. Really just make sure that it's a constant focus and you're always looking to do more on the cultural side of things, because as our survey showed, that's got a massive impact on retention of good employees.